All right, everyone ready? Got your sheets open, your refreshments.
Good on water for a hot minute.
I'm gonna get another glass of water real quick.
All right. Also, check your audio.
Test.
Testing. Testing.
No.
I don't want a repeat of that one session you recorded last campaign.
I know.
Where we heard everybody but you, and you did all the talking.
Is that really what happened?
Was that when we were doing recap? I was doing the recap, but it was just silence.
Yeah, and
Oh
it
my
was
gosh.
a session mostly focused on your characters. So
Oh my gosh!
The video was just quiet.
with like a small introduction from people that's like, oh, well, that's funny.
All right, test,
No, really?
test 1, 2. Yeah, I'm good. All right.
What happened?
He was telling me what happened with one of the recordings Ali had,
Yeah.
where it did not pick up Ali's mic, but the session was centralized around Ali's character. So the only audio that was in the entire video apparently was us interjecting with random bits like, yes, that's interesting.
Exaggerated a bit, but the session did mostly revolve around Ollie's character from last campaign.
What even was that? Just like, was it like when he got his back stretched?
Yeah.
Okay. Does the car thing? All right. So
Actually, it might have been the episode before that, or the session before that.
Oh.
I got 1, 2.
Yeah, if I ever go silent, just assume it's because I went to fill up my water bottle.
3.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Or I went to the bathroom. One or the other.
I'm going to assume you hit your head and died.
It's what I want to do some days.
Fucking hell, mate.
Are you good?
Buddy.
Do we need to stage an intervention of some sort? Are you okay?
Mutation.
Alright. We all good?
We are good now.
I just hate my job.
Alright. Allie, if you would join the YouTube thingy.
Oh, yes, please. Thank you. And
we can begin our recap.
Okay. Alright, so last session of Marks of Magicka, the group were found captured in the local, well, not really local jail, but some sort of facility. What is it?
Very high security prison.
Very high security. People were kept in 2, gathered, and then they were moved to a different facility. Which I feel like, is that really all we did?
It was mostly RP.
Yeah.
But long and short of it, that is what happened. A few key details that are very, very good to point out. The people in pairs were Basil and Spectre.
Yes.
Twinkle Light and Viviana. And Cleo and Tala.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. So
Everyone had a short talk with their partner for a little bit.
Mhm.
And then afterwards they were escorted out by way too many guards for somebody's sake, apparently.
Right. So it was a lot of roleplay. we found out more that Spectre is very well known in the establishment by all the guards.
I believe feared would be the correct word.
Yes, everyone felt tension, but not him. He just felt joy. He was in his happy place in a way. We found
You
out.
could hear everyone shuffling away when he was walking by, and he's just like, yes.
Yes.
This is great.
Let's see. We know that Twinkle Light has, I guess, their employees working the shop for now, so that shop is okay. They will have time to do what we're doing. We learned more about...
Well, I would hope they're doing what they're doing, because the official story is that you all are dead, remember?
Huh. So it'd be strange if that store was actually kept open. Who's paying them? We'll find
That is something to figure out later.
Right. We might come across it later. When we were exiting the building, we were able to meet a very concerned father of... Hold on, I gotta remember your name again. Sponge? Viviana. We were met with Viviana's father, who demanded
Professor
explanation.
Rowan.
Professor Rowan.
I love nepotism.
One of the head scientists?
Yeah.
A very important figure and an influential person on Eden.
On Eden. Let's see.
I guess mostly in Gaia, but in Eden as a whole.
Right. He was very upset to find out that his daughter was well, not captured.
About to be exiled to the surface,
Yes.
as a father normally would be.
Right, because that was the original plan. We were about to be sent there. But was it him who pulled some strings to be able to have us be used for other means?
Yes, it was indeed Rowan who got you out of almost being sent to your deaths.
Right. The Wildland, that is that other world. Pathos.
Yep. Parthos.
Parthos, excuse me. Let's see. Cell guy number 58 spat on Basil's shoe. He'll be important in a couple weeks.
He is very obviously living the high life, or as high of a life as you can in imprisonment.
Right. Because he's like an important prisoner. Something like that. When we were...
I don't know if y'all picked up on it, but he is definitely a guy who squeals.
Right.
In both senses of that term.
Oh, wow. What is it? Tala was having fun with the director. Did I say Tala? Tala.
It's Tala.
Tala.
Yeah.
Continues to be unfazed by anything thrown at him, while confusing others.
He is the most country of country boys.
Right. Most of our stuff has been taken away, but majority of it has been given back when we reached to the new facility.
Yep. This facility is called Project Prosperity.
Project Prosperity. Let's see. Do we have that written down?
It is a place where certain marked individuals are taken to hopefully research and find a way to cure people of this horrible, horrible affliction.
Right. So there we met other marked individuals, but strangely not marked the same way that we were marked, as they were missing the closed eyes on theirs.
Yeah, if you want me to describe it again, it's essentially where yours would be like the red, like drawn on closed eye. Theirs is just a little gray dot, like in the center of like all those jagged geometric patterns.
Let's see. We have not yet. We met some wild individuals. I think a wild lady, a child, 2 guys playing table tennis. What is it? Skinny Ricky. And
Yep.
and Alphos.
Ricky and Alphos, the ping pong guys.
The ping pong guys.
Tala had a short talk with the heavyset man in front of the Fountain Plaza.
Mm-hmm.
This man was very obviously downcast, very pessimistic about his chances here.
Just not sure.
Viviana had a short talk with a child named Charlie, who is not any older than 10. He had a mark on his neck.
Now, as we know that these other people have marks, we have not been able to see what their abilities were, which I think would be something interesting to dive into in this episode, or not. Maybe we don't dive into it.
We shall see.
We shall see what is to come.
Oh, another very important figure, specifically to Cleo's background, is a Father Brian, a priest from the Inferno district of Eden. A very well-respected individual beforehand, before he was found to have a mark on him.
Mm-hmm.
It was Cleo herself who took him down and sent him away to be exiled, only to find him, in a stroke of fate, to be in the same place as her.
Quite an awkward situation to be in. Not that they're, in a way, roommates.
There were two other people that we haven't got the names for yet, or you haven't gotten the names for yet.
Okay.
There was a girl with twin pigtails who was in the corner, slightly rocking, looking at the lobby, and of course the man in the Fountain Plaza who had talked to Tala. You guys did not get their names.
Okay.
No, we did not.
We might have to keep an eye out for them later. Who knows what information they could have that could be useful for us as we exit this facility. Which what is it? Some of us aren't even sure if we can even leave.
Not quite yet. Remember, the director told you that you are under watch until they have an idea of the fact that you won't turn in the middle of a busy street.
Okay.
And with that, why don't we go over what everyone has done over the week? In character.
Research-wise, I've already put down all the text of what went on up in the RP chat.
Yep. So Tala is accounted for.
Yep. But I will say, just reiterate with vocally, like, to the rest of the players' knowledge at the time being, because I'm guessing we aren't exploring each other's research, it's just, that's more one-on-one with the doctor.
Right.
In the meantime, when he's not researching the belt buckle, he will go out from the lab, come back with street vendor food.
To the chagrin of every single handler there.
Let's see. I would say, as you come back...
One time he'll just come back with street tacos for everyone.
Let's see. I would think Basil's outside cleaning the windows, which he's only doing because he thought that was the only way to get outside, and sees you just walking in. He throws the squeegee onto the ground.
A general layout of this place. Yeah. So we have the front entrance, which is like it's gated, and there's like a roundabout that leads up to the door for like cars to drive up to.
Mm-hmm.
And then past that is the reception area, where patients, quote unquote, check in, and staff also check in. And past that is a huge lobby that is adorned with a lot of calming colors, lots of blues, lots of whites.
Good, no yellows.
The north and the east sides of the lobby are glass, with doors that lead out to a recreational yard and a fountain plaza for people to while away their hours. To the west is a series of hallways that leads to both the inpatient rooms and the staffing.
Oh no, the internet. Give me one moment.
Of course, you get checked up on every once in a while. That's a general layout of it that I imagine.
Tala would also have his bike unimpounded.
Somehow, some way, you got somebody to get your bike for you.
Right, because
Yes.
we don't have any money. But maybe it was paid by the facility.
Welcome, Steak.
Hey, Steak.
Hello. What is this Project Prosperity?
It is the building you find yourselves in.
Okay.
The essentially the asylum that you'll be spending a lot of time in.
Like in game or IRL?
I mean, kind of both. It's basically our base.
Got it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you needed to go to an asylum, but yeah, continue.
Bro, you don't even know.
I mean,
Hey, Case, it's good to be part of Cult. Let's continue.
we are catching up with what our characters have done for the week.
And I just recapped what I typed up on the Discord.
So, long and short of it, Tala went out, got somebody to unimpound his bike, and he's been in and out very frequently from Project Prosperity.
Okay.
Bringing back street vendor food.
Street tacos.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Which also, how did he have money for?
Nobody knows
we don't know.
how Tala does
What he
that
does.
And we got to the point where Aloe was talking about how Basil is mostly doing mundane yard work just to get fresh air,
Right.
like washing windows, like pulling weeds, that sort of thing.
Because he's a lizard. He likes the sun heat.
And then Tala just goes out.
Yeah, he sees him going back in and he throws the squeegee onto the ground.
Fuck this!
Damn it! We can just leave?
I could have left at any time.
Taco?
Yes. Thank you. I'm tired of eating mashed potatoes.
Really? There's a nice burger one, 3 blocks that way.
Dude, could you get me some of those? How did you even have money to get these? They took.
He walks off to give off more street tacos to other people.
Damn it!
He walks inside, and I guess that'll be a great segue into.
Who am I giving street tacos next?
Yeah, who's the next person who wants to go over what they've done over the week?
Who's the person receiving tacos? I'll roll a die.
If you roll a 3, that'd be funny.
What kind
2.
of tacos are they?
Steak, it's your turn.
What kind of tacos are they? Are they
Are they fish
Asian
tacos?
fusion? Are they fish tacos? Are they traditional? Are they American?
Soft
We're
tacos,
talking the
hard
good, authentic street vendor tacos.
tacos. Oh, so,
Ooh, street
so
tacos
soft,
are delicious.
soft tacos.
So we see here Tala in the scene walking towards a Cleo who has just exited the what's it called, the medical pavilion after getting a checkup after her very sudden and very inexplicable change to being a water breather for a short time.
Yeah, she has spent this past week trying to get her mutations under control. That involves not passing out due to vertigo when her eyes and senses change, and learning how to breathe air all the time again.
And then I come up with tacos.
You will see Cleo has a collar of water around her neck,
Right.
covering her gills, or where her gills would be.
As you explained, similar to the one from that Abraham has in Hellboy.
Yeah. Exactly like that.
Yeah.
She has also spent some time trying to do some upkeep and maintenance on her pilot suit to get it back in working order.
Right. So maybe you're
She
on
has
your way.
she has not yet used or experienced her psychic abilities.
It took a lot of asking, a lot of pleading to the people of the project, but they eventually conceded since Tala had somehow found a way to get his bike unimpounded, and now in your room is a full set of the experimental public security armor that you helped design, essentially.
Nice.
I don't know how you're gonna get out of there, considering it's kind of bulky, a little taller.
It's bigger than
well-
the door.
One of the abilities I have is actually just compression tech, so...
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Damn.
good old capsule corp technology.
Yup. It's like an inflatable life raft, except a mechanized suit of armor.
Okay, anyways, Cleo, you see Tala with a huge-ass cheesy grin walking up to you, and he just says, "Tacos?"
They are street vendor kind.
I haven't tried eating with my gills active yet.
Wait, have you been eating at all this week?
Yes, it's just been very painful activating and figuring out how to deactivate, gesturing at her gills and collar.
As their gills kind of frill out to better illustrate the point.
They smell really good.
She has actually changed up her outfit a little bit, rather than wearing the typical pub sec, like a officer's uniform and suit. She instead has a black sleeveless shirt with a high collar that goes up to the collar that she actually wears.
Oh, alright.
Okay.
I assume she's wearing like slacks or something. She
Yeah.
seems like a slacks kind of person.
Yes.
You'll just drop the tacos in her hands and walk off.
She's gonna sniff them.
Because of your aquatic mutations, you find it is very hard to get a sense of smell outside of the water.
Is there an intake tube for the water collar?
Oh god.
No, it's not like...
No, like I'm just like talking a small, like, for air perhaps, or for other like for scent based purposes.
There is a little opening near the front that you can use to like either change out water or cycle it out if you need to.
Alright. You'll pour some of the grease in there?
She's gonna do something very, very ill-advised and probably going to regret it immediately afterwards. But by God, does she want to taste these tacos? Street tacos are fucking amazing. She's gonna take a little pinch of like the meat, cheese, and lettuce, with some of like the whatever sauce is drizzled on there. I assume it's some sort of chipotle or chili lime sauce, because that's absolutely amazing.
I'm so hungry now.
And she's gonna. Same, I kind of want street tacos. And she's gonna just drop that into the little intake valve. And she'll be able to smell it, I assume. She'll also be able to feel the excruciating pain of chili lime sauce in her gills.
Oh god.
Okay, yeah, for a split
mercy.
second, for a split second, you can indeed taste the street taco, and then it is suddenly overwhelmingly sour and very stingy on your on your sides of your neck.
So capsaicin still affects you.
Yes.
Good thing you have water. Or maybe
So-
You're still a mammal.
Tala, as
yeah,
you're walking
I'm
away,
mammal.
you hear a little bit of like a
Yelp.
tinkering with like machines, something being dropped in water, and then oh.
Lessons learned. It is not his business to tell her what she can or can't do with her new
I
form.
like that the vehicle of us exploring what people have been doing is Tala delivering tacos.
It's a great segue because Tala's a very friendly individual.
Who is he giving tacos to next?
Let's go Viviana.
Okay. So Viviana, are you in the lobby? Are you in your room?
Viviana will be in her room at the moment.
Tup, tup, tup.
So you're knocking on the door?
Well, yeah. He is a guy, she is a girl.
I just thought you were doing skips. But
If she is in her room, it would be ill-advised for me to just waltz right in.
hey, I have
Also
tacos.
considering the company she keeps, that is well advised.
Oh, very true.
He's not even considering that.
I guarantee you, if you barged in there, you would get a face full of
Metal.
acrylic nail.
Yeah. Alright, so for the week, the first thing Viviana has done is kind of just take a moment to sit down, kind of process everything that's happened so far, analyze the encounters, think about the powerful individuals they encountered, also realize and account for the insane amount of magicka that was present at the scene as well. And all of this she writes within her digital notebook, which is this little cube that she created for basically all of the city. It's this little kind of like grayish cube that you place down, and as you place it down, it activates. And it basically rotates, and as it does so, it projects a little image of a book that you can write in with a metallic feather pen. It's basically just a handy thing for researchers and people who like to write a lot. The next thing that she would have done is try and get Charlie and Trixie closer, since their first encounter wasn't the greatest, and she kind of made a bad impression, so she tried to rectify that, and she'd also give Charlie the book she promised. I've actually been thinking I kind of want to write like little synopsises for the books that she's going to give Charlie.
Ooh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I was thinking 6 separate books. At least for now, maybe in the future, different ones can come out as the author writes them. But I'll say she gives Charlie the first 2 books. Or the next 2 books, rather, because he already has the first one. So she'll give him book 2 and book 3.
That's very cute. So as you sit there writing into your digital diary, Trixie is behind you, combing out your hair.
Oh.
When you suddenly hear a knocking at the door, you hear a swift, inhuman-like reaction, and then the comb is on the floor, and Trixie is out the door, battle ready.
He just like holds up Taco. I do not know if this offends. Taco? He's just handing the robot a taco.
A tapping as of tacos at the door.
He blinks and then turns. My lady, there's a stranger here for you.
Okay, it's safe. Viviana will walk up and walk over to the door, and then she sees Tala with the tacos.
I apparently am stranger. Taco.
To be fair to Trixie and Viviana, you are a stranger. You had just met in combat a week ago.
Yes, we've been almost trapped here ever since. Almost.
Thank you, Tala. You know, you're actually a person I wanted to talk about, because I've been observing everybody here, and I've kind of been wanting to make inventions for everybody. I mean, that's what I do, and I haven't been able to do anything since I've arrived here. I've been using the time to think about things that everybody would be needing, and I think you're the last person you need to talk about. So when you're free, let me know. But tacos, I've never actually had a taco like this before. Where's it from?
A street vendor.
I've never been allowed to eat street vendor food before.
It means that it's not processed or standardized.
Oh, that's fine. You only live once, right? Immediately.
He hands you a very sloppy-looking taco.
Alright, Viviana will just gulp the whole thing down immediately, just not really caring about being messy.
There's a lot more of a taste to it than your average taco that you get like at
In
a
other
Taco
words,
Bell.
that shit is good.
Yes, there's an actual quality in the taste.
Dude, I'm eating right now. You got me so hungry.
you were gonna pan play spam, so you should have food.
It's the best thing I've ever eaten.
Well, when You tend to get that when you go for the street vendors.
I know. We need to do
They're
this
way down
every-
by the standard. They get to have a bit of liberty with what they cook.
All of a sudden, you hear behind you a crash, and the sound of various liquids hitting the floor.
Oh no.
Oh, come on, man! That stuff was good. Why'd you have to ruin it? A very, very depressed-looking Twinkle Light floats into view. Man, why? The people here have no sense of like, what's the word?
Personal space.
This isn't this is character in character, by the way.
Right.
Dexterity?
Oh, hello. Hey, man.
Taco?
That is
It's
bigger
about
than
the
my-
size of Twinkle Light.
That is bigger than my entire being. I'll take it. And she
Hands out.
she grabs the taco, attempts to fly away with it, and just a second later, thump, straight to the ground.
You will have a food coma after that one.
Maybe a real coma as well, as she struggles to fly off the ground. Oh man, screw this, and she just walks on the ground. It's actually come to your attention. You've never seen Twinkle Light walk. She's always been flying everywhere.
Great.
You see this like 1.5 foot tall fairy with a huge taco, just walking back to her room. As a very sorrowful looking what's it called ward walks by. Man, that was supposed to be everyone's coffee for the day. I think I fucked up. And he just walks very, very mournfully out of the hallway and into the lobby.
You cannot learn if you don't make mistakes. You'll learn. As for any inventions, I am not entirely sure. If anything, the first thing that comes to mind would be the bike itself. But I don't know your experience with motorcycles.
I could probably modify it to like maybe have something, maybe a weapon, maybe an extra feature or two. We can see what we can do.
Very suddenly, Tala, the image of Viviana's attack on the False Tier Collective jumps to your mind. The lightning streaking across the sky, hitting 3 people and almost like destroying them.
How does it mix with gasoline?
Oh god.
That is a proper chopper.
It rhymes.
We'll make it work.
As for ability-wise, I don't know. I've never actually got... Having worked with your father, I figured out the mechanism for the belt buckle. He holds it up. As for how well it is in fighting, I have yet to actually fight anything.
Viviana, go ahead and make a double insight check.
Ooh, okay.
As I had made a mention about the in terms of void energy before in the week summary.
Ooh. Well, that's a 6 and a 1. Maybe.
It's fine. That barely passes the very low point I had set for it.
Okay.
You don't know how or why, but this energy is remarkably similar to the one you felt from the Black Knight that night. It's not exactly the same. There's definitely a difference in feel to it, or quote-unquote feel to it.
Feels a bit more natural.
This is peculiar.
Also, whatever energy he would have compared to the rest of the characters.
Yeah,
negligent.
Upon closer inspection, spending the week around everybody, Viviana, you would feel Tala is definitely different. Most of the magicka that you feel radiating off of the other patients here, it doesn't really radiate off him. It seems to mostly be coming from the buckle.
Okay. Interesting. Well, we should try and maybe see what we can do with this buckle.
Oh,
If you can.
we get into a proper fight, it should prove useful.
Hopefully. Seems pretty powerful from what I can understand.
I believe it gave your father a right scare at first.
Yeah, you recall earlier in the week, you hear your father, like, let out a scream of surprise, and there's a flash of light that blares out of the infirmary room, or the medical pavilion. No one's really made mention of it to anyone else, but you definitely saw that.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm going to continue delivering these tacos.
Alright, enjoy.
Enjoy the tacos.
Thank
They're
you.
good.
And we go down to the end of the hall, where there's 2 guards stationed in front of a door. Halt.
So
What's your intention?
Tacos.
it's so fucking funny. I'm sorry. I fucking can't. I fucking can't. That's the funniest fucking thing.
That's my intentions.
One of the guards looks to the other, and then he just shrugs, like, "Alright, well, I guess it's food. He hasn't eaten yet."
It is
So
the
go
street
ahead.
vendor variety.
Yeah, I didn't ask. And he opens the door and lets you in.
How can you learn if you don't ask questions as I walk through the door?
Questions are contraband, tacos are not.
Okay, so in the week that has been, that has passed, or the near week that has passed, what has Spectre been doing in his room?
So Spectre in his room, he has his cuffs on. There isn't exactly much he can do, but so I'm gonna talk about the testing with the professor. So everything is a majority of things are looking as per usual with the testing. Spectre's probably a little more talkative than the others because he's bored out of his mind. And occasionally, sometimes when the professor would stick a needle in to draw blood, it just wouldn't. Like, the needle goes in, but the blood doesn't come out. And then some way, like part way through the week, most of the way through the week, Spectre told the guards to tell the professor to come to his room. And miraculously, Spectre's coat is managed to come on completely and properly through all the cuffs, and Spectre's face probably matched the professor's in a look. I don't know how
confusion.
the fuck I did that. And the coat also seems to not want to come off. Spectre can still take the hood down. But at this point, both he and the professor have no idea how that happened. So, Tala comes into the room to meet Spectre in his coat, probably just sitting down or laying down, doing nothing.
I like to imagine he has like a ball and he's just bored and like bouncing it against a wall because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, basically that, yeah.
Tala just walks in. Taco.
Taco?
Taco. He just, as if he's walking like, straight up from Endgame, just walks up, holds up the 2 tacos.
This is the
Oh
whole
yes,
interaction.
man-to-man communication. Taco? Taco.
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 Street vendor kind.
Much appreciated. You do... I have to wonder why you're treating me like this.
Well,
You do realize everyone else is horrifically afraid of me, yes?
mm-hmm.
He says with a wide grin.
I'd be a fool not to notice.
That you would. But you know what? I'm not gonna complain.
We're all stuck in this. Might as well make a pack out of it.
Spectre's like shit-eating grin kind of turns into like genuine curiosity. Like, he raises an eyebrow. His face goes His face goes back to what you would expect a normal person's face to look like instead of a grin.
What?
And then he just goes, "Huh? Yeah. All right. Why not?"
If we can't take care of our own, then what business do we have taking care of the ones up there?
Well, I mean, I'm not exactly interested in taking care of the ones out there, but sure, to each their own.
Well,
All of a sudden, there's a call from the lobby. It's one of the wards who is saying, "Okay, everybody, it's time for our weekly trip to the fields outside. Let's get our legs stretched. Let's get some fresh air."
wait, that's supposed to be a weekly event?
You recall, Paula, repeatedly, as you left, some of the wards would be like, "No, you can't leave yet. We kind of need to be." And you just walk
But the
past.
motorbike's just too fucking fast.
I've been going out daily.
Oh, must be nice. Spectre gestures at the 5 sets of cuffs still on him. Spectre, gets up from his probably laying down position, grabs one of the tacos, and begins waddling out.
Tom just grabs a taco for himself and just and starts following suit.
You see everybody from the ward, including a few unnamed marked, are also in the lobby. Viviana, you see Charlie very excitedly with both books under his arms, like jumping up and down. I like this day. I can see butterflies. Basil, you see Ricky and Alphonse still in a heated match of ping pong where neither has at all given the other any quarter. Alphonse has a few bumps on his forehead from getting nailed in the face by a ping pong ball repeatedly.
In his mind, Basil's thing is like, Ricky's definitely gonna win this, but I respect Alphonse's determination.
Almost on point. Ricky looks to you to see that you had entered the room. He's like, hey, buddy, how you doing?" And then he gets a ping pong ball straight to the eye.
What is it? I snicker a little bit. Hey, Alphonse.
And then you see Alphonse just like very nonchalantly like does that thing with the gunslingers do with their guns, just like twirls it in his hand and like gives it a blow on the front of it. And that's how it's done.
And nice moves you got there. What is it?
Can't you be more gentle with that, man? Come on.
Nah, I saw it. You didn't get hit that hard. Come on. Let's see. But dude, you know what I just found out? We can leave. Did you know that? As I'm like finishing the tacos. Yeah, dude, we can just get out here right now. Where you guys want to go?
No, you can't. You can't. One of the wards walks up. That is not a normal thing to do.
What?
Tom just arrives with the tacos.
I saw him just come in here. Where do you think I got this taco from?
He's not supposed to leave every day. I told him this repeatedly, but he doesn't seem to notice me.
Wait, so we don't have to listen to you?
I don't think that was the lesson I was supposed to learn. But yet I still provide food for the facility.
He takes another bite of the taco.
Alright, fine, we won't leave. But I do a big wink at Alphonse and Ricky.
Since he was following Spectre got the full load of that conversation.
Cleo, you see, after you had recovered from your capsaicin-fueled pain.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm looking for one of the wards or assistants here to see if they have any anti-inflammatory drugs, so I can finish my now half-eaten taco.
Yeah, here, and she like gives you a few antacids.
Oh yeah, I did want to say.
Cleo will proceed to, in front of Tala and everyone there, take them, and then still proceed to drop some of the chili lime sauce into her breathing apparatus before biting into the taco again.
Dude, that doesn't look right. That could go into your gills.
Cleo turns to you, eyes like burning red from the sauce, effectively entering her lungs.
Oh,
It's so good.
I mean, it is pretty good.
They really are.
It's like just like licking my fingers. I do want to say, throughout the week, Basil's skin has definitely like completely shedded, and he now has a slightly brighter green complexion. But when the sun hits it just right, there's a glimmer of like rainbow.
Ooh.
Which is not natural. Not natural for them.
Oh my god, your skills are so glossy.
Oh my god.
As you say this, and you show off and flex your new scales, you hear from the hall a terrifying, blood-curdling scream.
What the hell was that?
A nurse runs out. There's something in one of the patient's rooms. I think it's dead.
What?
Another ward. A very tall woman walks out with what looks to be a complete replica of Basil.
Oh. Ah, shit, I forgot to throw that away. Sorry!
I'm assuming there's a species that actually eat their old skin.
You say this, and one of the eye sockets from the shed skin just falls to the ground.
Oh, God.
Probably should not eat off the ground.
Noted. But here, I'll take care of that. And I guess I start folding the skin.
The very angry-looking woman holds the shorter man like by his shoulders, like, it's okay, it's fine, it's not. I guess technically dead. I mean, I guess it technically is.
I mean, it is dead skin. I don't know. I also didn't want to get rid of it. I've been working on this for a whole week. Also weird because I wasn't supposed to shed this time.
Do you think it has something to do with the fact you were, out in front of a coffee shop drinking about twice your body weight in coffee that day? Says the professor as he walks in from the medical pavilion.
Oh yeah. Which reminds me.
Have you been to the med bay, Basil? They're very helpful.
Fun fact, they make spiders drunk.
Cleo, are you okay? Why are you...
Taco? He hands the professor a taco.
No, thank you. I've already eaten.
Oh, more for me then. I walk away.
I think we gotta have your apparatus cleaned up, but...
The tacos taste really good.
Yes,
I
it
just
does.
have to get used to it.
Yes, it does.
Maybe consider only eating when your gills aren't active.
So it's like covering her gills and her mouth at the same time with the water?
No.
It's effectively a collar of water, and she has her mouth like completely free.
But
a lot of your sense of taste is derived from smell, actually.
Yeah.
So the fact that her
Oh.
gills are how she's breathing now, like Zeke said, I can't really smell much unless it's through the water.
I see. So that's why you're worried about the taste. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
So he put a literal acid into the water.
Right.
yeah, the
And
chili
breathed
lime
in.
sauce is delicious.
Like, imagine if you had a...
Imagine if you had to snort hot sauce to taste it.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
And, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe with some
That'd
more
be pretty
practice
funny,
you can get
but-
it. We drink soda. That's almost the same thing.
Okay, so, as the rest of the patients like stream into the lobby room as they're ready to go into the field at to the north of the building. In comes a person being wheeled in. He's looking much worse for wear than he usually is. It is Father Brian. Like I said, he's being wheeled in on a chair. And the second he enters the room, he looks straight at Cleo. Not a word said. Not not an ounce of any intention. He just looks and stares at Cleo.
Looks like you got the church's attention.
It's a long, well, actually a short story.
The professor opens up a back compartment on your water collar and puts something in it. And all of a sudden, that burning sensation is gone, and the water runs a bit clearer through your gills.
That feels so much better.
Is that the salt water or seawater?
But tastes so much worse.
I just put an antacid in there. It should be a base that, counteracts the acid.
Nice. Oh, you hear that? That means you could put more of the taco in there.
I would not have read that. Is it a salt water or a river water?
For all you know, it is tap water.
Fluoride.
Fresh water. Got it.
Okay, everyone. Let's get into groups. She says that, and of course, everyone gets into the usual groups. We have we have Ricky and Alphos and Charlie in one group.
Mm-hmm.
We have the girl with twin tails and the heavy-set man in another. A few of the other unnamed marks are just streaming outside. Well, the group size is usually no bigger than 4, but I feel like this entire thing is going to be an exception for you lots.
What makes you say that?
I mean, great. Is this gonna be like a game? Oh.
It's to keep morale up. People spend too long locked up, they lose their sense of selves, and that only exacerbates the issue.
I mean, if we're allowed to just leave, then I think our morals would be up.
You're not allowed to leave. He is just doing whatever he thinks he wants.
To the benefit of everyone else.
That's the only reason that we allow it is because you keep bringing back food. You know how long it takes to get the taste of highly processed bread and meats out of your mouth?
Let's see.
I wouldn't know. I don't usually eat
Rio
that.
nods vigorously.
I whispered to Tala, or Basil whispers to Tala, like, please definitely bring those those burgers next.
One of the last people to leave, or more accurately be wheeled out, is Father Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
He is now looking straight ahead of him. You notice over the week, Cleo, that you've had to look after him, or try to talk to him. A weird, almost mineral-like scale substance has been flaking off of him. Think like a
lizard.
Not like a lizard.
Like a building that's slowly deteriorating away.
Or as if, like the flakes of a chemical reaction. Like, say, a metal meets an acid and, flakes away.
Ooh.
Oh. Like rusting.
A little bit. I wish I could
Not
more accurately
necessarily like rusting.
Like corrosion?
Your description's pretty good, I think.
What about corrosion?
That's what.
Is that also rusting?
What they're both describing.
It's not like he's being whittled away. It's like parts of him are growing out and being blown off of it, essentially.
Huh.
It's like a
the
regular
flak.
old person.
Does it look like the reanimation jutsu in Naruto?
It's like the flak that you hammer out of
No, I
an
think
ingot.
I think Pikachu described it pretty well, like a regular old person, but extra.
Yeah. Well, just follow the group. Go out to the left there, and there's a path. It'll lead you past the Fountain Plaza, and to the north there's this very beautiful flower field.
I've been there.
She looks at you, squints her eyes.
Where haven't
Of course
you
you
been?
have. The professor looks to you and just shrugs.
So Father Brian hasn't said anything, while I've tried to talk to him?
Not a thing.
Ah. That's unfortunate.
Old pen.
Let's see. Do you look sad, Cleo?
Yeah. A little.
Okay. Yeah, I had to ask that because I was not looking at you. But
He's too busy scarfing down a taco and figuring out what to do with his absolutely massive shed.
I thought you'd be happy because now you have a way to eat the taco. What are you sad about?
Someone I said I'd help.
An old wound.
What, you can't help them anymore?
They wound up here.
Oh. I mean, I forgive you. We don't have to go too into it.
From the hall, you hear a very robotic tapping on the floor as Trixie comes out with a pair of umbrellas.
My gosh.
Let's see. Basil's gonna wave Trixie down. He's like, Trixie, over here! We're gonna go to an outing. Oh. I like itch my head. Like,
Is it expected to rain?
She looks outside. The sun is very overbearing today. It'd be a shame to get sunburn.
Hey,
oh wait,
that
Trixie's
is very
the robot.
dangerous.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you, Trixie.
Sun's very dangerous. Says the palest person in the room, probably.
Two, probably the tannest guy in the room.
Until Basil decides he wants to be more tan.
I don't think that's even possible.
Okay.
Well, he's gonna leave the group outside.
I was going to say, Professor Rowan just motions to the group. All right. We shouldn't have too many people in here. The staff have to start cleaning up a little bit.
Basil, you made too much of a mess with the tacos.
I'm sorry, that was me actually. I got really excited.
How often do you eat tacos?
There's you look to Viviana and there's just like taco sauce and like shreds of lettuce like on her lips.
As we leave outside, I'm just gonna look at Ron. She should eat more street tacos.
Yeah, I suppose she should.
As I walk outside.
Good for morale.
You walk out and there's this huge field of like a rainbow variety of flowers. You got your dandelions, you got your sunflowers just strewn about, and then out near the center is this group of well-maintained and well-manicured, I guess, magnolias?
Let me look up what that looks like.
Magnolia?
Magnolias?
Magnolias.
That's wonderful.
Pretty.
Pretty.
It's this very nice, very, what do you call it? Very maintained field of white and purplish flowers. Very large petals. Some of the bigger ones look like they could be the size of, like, your head.
Oh.
I'm gonna kneel down and sniff one of them.
There's a bee in that one.
Are you gonna spend a Fabula point to make that true?
Let's see. Well, it's a bee, so it could hurt me. But
Talo, be careful not to get too close to the bees.
I was asking Draco if he was gonna spend a Fabula point to alter the story, so there was a bee there.
oh,
Nah.
I sniffed a flower with no consequence.
This is an inside garden, I think, still, isn't it?
What I love
No,
about flowers.
you're literally outside.
Okay.
It is just a very well-maintained plot of land.
Who's the lead, like, in charge of us?
Who's the lead for this building?
No, for
Like,
the
who's
outing.
leading our little excursion? I think.
I think I was the first one that said I left. I went out the door. So
Oh, yeah, I guess
possibly
you-
me.
No,
I
I'm
guess you're
saying
all
like.
following-
No, I'm saying who's the authority here?
Oh,
that
as
would
like
be-
staff member?
Yeah, like who's
That
the
would-
staff member
yeah, you
watching
see,
this?
you see the groups have split up. Charlie, Ricky, and Alphos are off in a little area. Ricky is zooming about the place, like doing cartwheels. Alphos is just like laughing at him as he like lands face first in a pile of flowers. Charlie is off to the side reading the new book that Viviana got him.
Oh.
You know, maybe this place isn't too bad, guys.
Off at a bench surrounding the center of the field, you see the heavyset man and the girl with twin tails just sitting together. They're not talking at all, but they seem to be enjoying each other's company. Very shortly away from them is the man in the wheelchair, Father Bryant. He's not moving much anymore, but he just looks like he's looking to the horizon. You see several of the wards like getting up and stretching their legs. Some of them are lying in the field of flowers.
She gonna make her way over to Father Brian. Do you wanna see the horizon from a different view?
There is a quiver on his lip. He turns slowly towards you. But instead of like a motion of affirmation, you look into his eyes and there is just this sea of seething hatred that looks to you.
Ooh.
I understand why you'd hate me.
Why I'm
But-
here.
I ended up here too in the end.
I could have been living my life just completely and utterly free, but now I am here. Because of you.
Yes, you could have been living your life. Somewhere in a cell deep beneath PubSec headquarters.
I could have escaped. I could have been free.
Yes.
Free.
A fugitive. Instead, you get to sit in a field of flowers and chat with people.
Cleo, you don't notice it, but everyone else around sees the flaking begin to the flaking of the stuff coming off him starts intensifying. Some of it's floating into the air, some of it's like falling to the ground. The only bit of solace I have is that you will die the same as me.
No, Father, I won't. I've done everything I can to help you. My only regret is that you won't accept any of it.
He starts shaking unnaturally. At this point, Cleo, you notice the energy, or not energy, the flaking around him is now visibly like clouding your vision.
I don't know what that means.
Oh shit.
Like as a player, I don't know what he's doing.
He
That's fine.
he stands to his he all of a sudden bolts to his feet. He turns to you, and he very, very suddenly snaps out of the straitjacket he's in.
Oh my god. Master Roshi.
You look into his eyes once more, and where there were pupils is now just a void of white. You won't die. I will ensure that you will. You will feel my suffering. You see his skin start to like crystallize, chunks of minerals like forming at its surface.
I'm going to immediately activate my personal armor suit.
Yours is an exoskeleton, right?
Yep, it's an exosuit with the rapid interface ability, meaning I still have another action.
Cool.
If Zeke is going
Yep.
to allow this outside of okay.
All of a sudden, your armor zooms in from the direction of the facility.
Yep.
Before it gets to you, though, Father Brian like falls to his knees for a moment. The crystal fully enveloping his person, forming into something a lot taller than he used to be. Let me see if
I've seen some weird things happen to old people, but I don't think this one's normal.
What are you looking at, old
I think-
people? Oh shit!
I think I've seen this at least once before.
I'll look over at the professor.
Yeah, we usually turn into
We
rocks.
should probably get the fragile ones away.
As you say that, we see the camera pans out and all the wards are jumping to action, getting the rest of the inpatients like away from Father Bryant.
I pull out the belt buckle.
He wasn't. He had like another month. We were supposed to care for him until then. Something's changed. I don't know what. As a bunch of panicked patients and wards stream past you.
I wonder what happened.
He lost his humanity.
Hi, yeah, it's me. I'm the problem.
Time to
Yeah,
that
you
was
have to be
out
the
of
problem when you're a
character.
cop.
In character, I want to argue that, but I'm assuming you didn't say that in character. I'm also assuming I'd be a bit preoccupied.
I said he lost his humanity. It's time to earn ours.
So, what I was going to do with my exosuit is that since we leveled up, I actually can activate now the wings on it instead of having to deactivate something else.
Uh-huh.
I was going to take Father Bryant up into the air.
Ooh. Take him to heaven.
You still could. You can
I'm
attempt that.
going to try and get him as far away from the other, I guess patients is what
Yep.
you call them, as possible.
So you grab this lump of crystal that Father Brighton has become, as it continues to coalesce together into a much larger mass. You're struggling to even hold him up as you rise into the air. It's very heavy, very unwieldy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Everyone
Doesn't-
else, you see them both rise into the air. And then out from this, I could say now, this cocoon, pops a creature.
Oh,
Looks a bit like this. Oh,
oh
fuck.
my goodness.
So,
What the hell is that?
That's, the professor says solemnly, is the destiny of all marked.
Oh, how lovely.
Destiny.
yeah.
So we're all gonna
The
turn like
creature-
that?
He looks down to the ground very, very, very mournfully. Meanwhile, in the air, this thing that just popped out of this cocoon looks to you, its head twitching back and forth. Cleo.
I'm sorry, Father Brian. I wanted more for you.
Alright. This is a weird way to start the initiative thing. But, seeing as how you're both in the air, Cleo, you are forcibly the leader of this initiative roll.
Oh boy.
Oh, the
All right,
music?
and initiative is
Okay.
insight and dex, correct?
Yep.
Alright. That's D12 and a D6.
We all get to add a +1 to it if we get a 10 or higher.
What do we roll
Hey,
again?
Professor, if we're all gonna die anyways, you mind doing me a favor just for a moment? And and Inspector gestures at the cuffs and then gestures at the fucking mutant in the sky.
Oh, fine. He shuffles through his pockets, throwing some things out onto the ground, and then he gets the controller for your restraints. He presses the button, and you suddenly feel liberated, as if 10 or 15 pounds of metal and magnetic force had been stripped off of you.
I got just a gift for that.
Oh, thank you. Spectre does some Spectre does some stretches that he was not able to take. Yeah. He does some stretches that he would not have been able to do before. But he does keep his focus trained on Father Bryant.
So in keeping with my not ever wanting to be the initiative lead, I got a total of 6.
Oh no.
I rolled a 1 on the D6.
I got a 5.
Hey, I also got a total of 6.
Nice!
What do we
High
roll
five,
again?
Joe. Insight
Dex
plus
insight.
insight.
Dex and
Yeah.
insight? Okay.
You have to roll higher than the enemy's initiative to contribute a point.
10 and...
No, you gotta roll
If
higher,
you roll
than,
higher
10.
than 10,
It's normally 10,
I
but
got a 3?
you just feel like it's make more sense if it's higher than the enemy's initiative.
yeah.
That's fair.
Makes more sense to me.
I'll allow it.
You don't have a choice, motherfucker.
I got a 3.
Alright, so far the initiative roll is a 5, right? Or a 6?
I have a 6, yeah. I got a
Anyone
15.
else? Okay, it's a 7 total.
Does it
Does
beat
not beat the initiative roll, though,
Fuck!
of the enemy.
Crazy. It's
Impossible.
crazy. I can't believe it.
What do you mean?
Insane.
Okay, Father Brian takes his first turn, and he's going to kick away from Cleo and then dive into her to, punt her into the ground.
I
That
do
is
have
a-
one clarification I need. Have we rested up and healed?
Yes, it's been a week.
It's
Okay.
been a week. And we had tacos.
And we got tacos.
Unfortunately, there was no taco buff.
Ah.
It will be next time.
If it's chicken, get the chicken one next time.
And he'll swing out with a dive attack.
So do we have access to all of our abilities? Or...
Yeah.
Sure.
If
Yeah.
It fits narratively. I don't think they gave me my gun yet.
Use your tongue.
They
kinda
don't
calling
give
for it,
anybody
doesn't it?
weapons here.
God damn it! What do you mean?
I mean,
Professor, do you have a gun?
Listen, ignoring Cleo and what do you call it? And Viviana, no one else has weapons, essentially.
Right. I mean, I'm perfectly cool to play this out.
Okay. Dex plus might.
oh boy.
Does an 8 hit physically?
No.
Nope.
Armored.
Yes.
Okay, so
Really?
he.
Leading.
How close is it to your
It
defense?
is 2 below. So imagine
Okay, so you are hit, but you don't take any damage. You're just pushed to the ground, essentially.
Yep, it skitters across the surface of the metallic blue plating of her armor.
Oh no, it like dove into you head first, essentially, to try to hit you.
You effectively got tackled into the ground, but you didn't hurt.
Okay, if that's how you want to play, are we still like entangled together, like in like a sort of like bit of a brawl here?
It peeled off of you, and you still have the crystal cocoon in your hands from, trying to lift him into the air. And he stands hovering a little bit off the ground as the rest of the group runs in behind you. Play your turn.
Alright. Does anyone else want to take an action first here?
I don't think I want to.
What about you guys?
Steak, if you want to go first, I feel like it's fitting.
True.
Okay, I'm checking because I know that you have an ability specifically that allows you to do some stuff even before your turn, too.
That is a good point. However, I feel like the timing of the cuffs having to being taken off.
That's fair.
So you can go.
Bring us in, Steak.
I'm going to drop the cocoon, first of all, because that shit's heavy. And I guess I'm going to try to rush in and grapple with this thing to stop it from flying around.
Okay, make that a contested might check.
Double might?
Yeah.
That is an 11. Do I add any sort of accuracy to this, or no?
It's just contested. Let me get that roll up. Ooh. He rolls higher, so he avoids your grapple.
Damn. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. So I dart back up into the air to try and wrestle this thing's wings into stillness to bring it back down, and
It flicks you off, essentially.
Yeah. So Cleo is sent flying through the air again. Who's next?
It would be enemy's turn.
Hmm.
Let's see. Ooh, that'll be fun.
Not
Okay.
something we like to hear.
You
I'm so nervous.
you feel the energy around you like vortex into what is now Father Brian, as its legs glow red hot, and it rushes at two of you. Let me roll 2d6 here.
What the fuck?
3 and 4.
That's me and Pikachu.
Oh no.
Okay, this will be against your magic defense.
Oh,
as
fun.
as it kicks out at you with a attack I call Heretic Fork. Dex plus Insight.
My sister would like that. She believes spoons are superior to forks in every way.
So it hits both of them?
It is a multi-attack, so yes.
Ooh.
But it hits our magic defense.
Total 11.
That hits.
Does it hit? Does it miss?
That hits.
I just said fuck. What do you think?
I didn't hear you. You cut out for me.
Oh, it cut out. Okay, yeah. My magic defense is exactly 11.
Oof. Same.
HR plus 6. You both take 16 points of fire damage.
16, okay.
Oh god.
Spectre's still getting used to not having the cuffs on after
Also-
a whole week.
You also didn't expect it to approach you with such velocity. Player turn.
I'll go.
Father Brian turned into a comet.
I'll get back up from the kick. Spin the belt buckle. Slam it against where the belt would be, and it just forms like this void energy around my hip, creating a belt with a pouch on the side.
What's next?
You begin hearing the sounds of drums as I flick out one, and on the belt buckle I pull on one of the ears, which opens up the jaw. And you hear the words, "What are you hunting?" And pulling out a chip, like a computer chip from the pouch,
Mhm.
I press a clicker on the side of the chip. Armor modulation, and I slide it in and slam the ear back in, closing the jaw. and with
I'm looking for some more fitting music for this.
I have one. I'll DM it to you.
And this is like Sailor Moon kind of situation right now. Transformation. I mean Power Ranger, excuse me.
Oh no.
It's actually pretty good.
I just don't know if I'm physically prepared for this at all.
Curious.
I am concerned.
You gotta play it.
It's not
Alright.
bad. I got an ad.
L.
Alright, I'll pause it.
Okay, start over.
Yep. Tell me when.
I'm ready. You guys good?
Yeah.
Should we do count of 1? So 3, 2, 1.
And then there's like a flash of energy as I get engulfed by that same void energy that tried to take me from the first fight.
You
And
hear the
that's a-
howling of a wolf as well.
Echoing throughout. And as it begins to burst out, it fades, and you see the silhouette of what appears to be like a large werewolf until it clears and it's a suit of armor in the shape of a werewolf. It is... The suit itself is matte black with like a polished black plating, but instead of like usual light reflections, it sparkles like night stars in the night sky.
Okay.
And then I'm going to trigger Acromorphosis because I also have Rapid Interface.
Alright.
And I'm going to call out range.
Acromorphosis doesn't require an action. That's just start of your turn.
I'm just letting him know that it's what I'm doing. I'm calling out range.
Acromorphosis.
It is a mutant ability that buffs the unarmed attack.
You get to choose a weapon category, and your unarmed strikes become that category until the start of your next turn. In addition, it provides a bonus to damage and accuracy.
Okay. So you punch through the air, and it makes air bullets.
Basically, what I'm going to do, I'm going to say with like a bit of a growl in the voice, I am Lycan. And I'm going to jump up into a flying kick for my range attack.
Ah, yes. Range. I'm getting an
It
awful
is
sense
the
of deja vu.
I'm like.
I become the projectile with the kick.
Wait, so your leg?
I'm kicking him.
And
I
it's a-
jump up.
He's flavoring it as he's jumping into the air
Okay.
to physically kick the guy.
I'm giving an actual flavor instead of, oh yeah, I punched the air and now it hit something.
Yeah, that's
I've
kinda cool, too.
decided I'm going to flip up in the air and do a flying kick.
Okay, make your attack roll.
Holy shit.
3.
No.
Is it a
Double
crit?
eight.
It is a crit. Okay. Is there any special things that happen when you attack with this ability?
Alright. I clicked the wrong one. It will... I have a +1 to my accuracy check, so it's a total of 17.
You hit. You obviously hit.
But it'll deal extra unarmed damage for just because of Acromorphosis.
Okay.
As
What's
for
the
opportunity,
What's the damage type?
it's going to be physical because I can't change the damage type yet.
Okay.
So to be physical, I'm trying to find where the opportunities is.
It's pinned. It's pinned.
Yeah, I
in the
know. But my whole, like, the window for the video.
chat. Yeah.
Oh my god, are you seeing this chat?
Cleo, you're live
I
streaming.
like to imagine, because me and or Spectre and Tala got knocked back in the same direction. That all just happens next to Spectre, and he's just like, "What the actual fuck?"
You know what? I'm gonna be like a wolf and pick up a weak spot. I'm going scan with vulnerability.
You get your eyes back, and this is the first shit you see.
Okay, you're looking for a vulnerability of some sort.
Yep, I'm basically using wolf senses to pick up a vulnerability, like how wolves pick out the weak one.
How do I word this? It doesn't seem to have any particular vulnerability, but it seems like its scales and crystalline structure around it don't protect well against magic.
Alright. So that'll be 16 physical damage.
Alright. And also, crashing into its very hard crystalline structure, you feel like it is resistant to physical damage. So it is lowered to 8.
Damn.
And I'll flip back. I'll kick off and flip back and land back on my feet. In like a crouch. Like not a total crouch, but like a hunched position. And that'll end my turn.
Fucking superhero landing after doing an attack. Bravo.
Bravo.
Brava.
Okay.
Holy shit.
It's the monster's turn.
Oh, I forgot to do the last little adverb in the transformation. I was gonna say, howl to the moon ignites a light in the void, but I totally missed that part.
You're good.
I can let you imagine that's in character. Like, fuck, I forgot to do the cool bits.
No, it would have come from the belt, actually.
You can do it on the next turn.
It's okay. We can imagine it happens.
Anyways, moving on.
Okay. He's going to do another dive attack against... 4 again.
Oh my god.
4 and who else? Or
No,
just the one?
this is a singular attack.
Fucking bring it.
Okay. Might plus willpower. Oh wow. 14.
You fucking bitch!
Jesus.
Those are high rolls.
I can tell! What's the damage?
It is 8 plus 5, 13 damage.
13.
Ow.
I'm still not even in crisis yet.
Player turn.
May I?
By all
Nope.
means.
I suppose.
I will call it the magic part.
No. No, I'm just kidding.
So you basically yell out, it seems resistant to physical attacks, but it might not be to magic.
I'm not gonna take a turn to pop Theriomorphosis. I'm gonna fucking die if I do that.
Yeah, you bet. So basically, a whole feature got null and void at the moment.
That was some very unlucky rolls. I am so sorry.
Dude, it's fine. I really don't mind. So Spectre, after being immediately, is he Spectre effectively like, where's the monster in relative to Spectre's position now that he's been dived?
It effectively did a barrel roll after it like dove into you, and it's back floating to where it was.
It's back flying in the air.
It's hovering above the ground, not in the air. And it's not effectively flying by the rules.
I'm shooting it anyways.
It's hovering like Chris Angel Mind Freak does. You can still punch it.
Alright, what's your attack roll?
Well, yeah, I'll roll for the attack, but I would just like to clarify, I'm popping Shadow Strike here.
Right.
Oh.
This motherfucker's taking dark damage.
So you can afford the Shadow Strike, but not the Theriomorphosis.
Oh no, I can afford the Theriomorphosis. I just don't want to waste the turn doing it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because if I do that, I might just die.
Yeah, you gotta remember, he has a multi-attack, so he can hit
Yeah.
a larger portion of the group.
So Spectre is going to, while I'm rolling here, Spectre is going to look upwards, look very carefully at the shadow of the monsters leaving on the ground, which I assume is pretty massive considering it's hovering.
Yeah. It's also a good foot or two taller than Father Brian ever was. So it's like a foot taller than you are right now, I think.
So I'm going to roll, so I rolled my die first. 9, okay, I lose 9 health, the attack's gonna deal 10 extra damage, that's sick.
Nice.
And then I roll to hit, which is Dex plus Might. You're fucking kidding me.
Is it a crit?
I rolled a total of 4.
Oh.
Fabula? Fabula point?
I don't think anything applies here. Actually, no, this is cool. So I have the theme of, adrenaline or rush. What I'm describing the action here is Spectre is going to focus on the shadow that the monster is casting, and Spectre is just going to fall backwards into his own one. And for a moment, a tendril is going to appear out of the shadow that the monster is casting.
I'll give you the name of this monster I have written down. It's called Amp.
Amp?
Yeah.
So out of the amp, okay. So Spectre is going to momentarily appear. A tendril's gonna come out first. He's gonna momentarily appear in front of the monster, in front of the amp immediately. May I use a Fabula point as I'm effectively just jumping the guy?
Go ahead.
Okay, let's see. Do I roll better than a 4?
Is this
15.
considered magic hits?
This is dark damage.
Okay, but okay, I guess that does work. You hit.
I assume you're. Yeah, it's not attacking the magic defense, but
it hits. And
okay, so that's gonna
damage.
be 28.
Oh man.
And as soon as the attack follows through, Spectre then reappears back where he originally was, kind of clawing his way out of his own shadow.
It's like, did I do that? How did I do that?
Spectre's thinking that, but he's showing a fat smirk.
You said 28?
28.
Okay.
Thanks, Acromophorsis, for 8 extra damage.
Yep.
Dear God.
I imagine the professor shitting himself at the moment.
It's actually quite the opposite. He's finally seeing your abilities firsthand. And is, from a safe distance, at least he assumes it's safe, he is hurriedly writing down in his digital notebook.
Alright, monster's turn. Amp's turn.
Okay. This is one of its special rulings. When it gets hit for higher than 20 at once, it'll start an escape clock.
Oh, so I might get away.
I fucking jump scared it!
Nice.
And during each of its turns, that clock goes down by 1. And for this one, it starts with 2. So it'll take its action of doing another dive attack against If it's another 4, I swear to God. 6.
Fucking bring it.
Oh wait, there's only 5 people here.
We
Yeah,
got
the 6 reroll.
Into a 4.
I swear to God. Okay, it's a 2.
So that is.
All right.
Me? That's me.
That- Yeah. The person that he probably wants to hit.
True.
Dex plus might. Oh,
I believe I
wrong
got
window.
high rolled twice.
Ooh. That is a crit failure.
Oh.
Cleo, you get an
Oh.
opportunity.
Let's go.
There's a very obvious one you probably should pick for your opportunities.
Fill or erase up to 2 sections.
Yep.
Can it go over the initial starting value for a clock?
For the specific one, no.
Okay, so I'd be filling in basically
One.
one
How
section.
big is the clock?
2.
2.
Oh, okay.
That is what I will choose, though. I'll refill in one of its clocks.
Okay, so, how do I describe this? The monster, the amp goes in for a dive against Cleo, who is now, I assume, back on the ground for a bit, right? After being headbutted into the earth.
Yeah, I'm standing back on the ground. My wings no longer active.
Okay, so it goes to it is racing towards you at an incredible speed. Do you jump out of the way? I assume you do, given that it
No.
failed.
I'm going to meet it head on.
Okay, so in a fucking Dark Souls parry-esque fashion, you punch at it as it is almost at you, and you swipe it away. It reels and is flung to the side. Player turn.
Makes sense that I pissed it off, so it's going to stay a little longer.
That's either Basil or Viviana.
Yeah, do you have anything you want to do, Basil?
Let's see. I've been thinking about it this whole time, but
Do you want another turn to think?
yes, please.
Alright, Viviana is going to whisper over to Trixie while all of these turns were going down. She's just gonna say, "Can you please give me my invention back? I think this is an emergency."
You turn around as you're speaking, and she already has it in her hands.
Oh, this is why you're my best friend. Thank you so much. Okay, she's gonna reach into her bag.
Viviana does not Viviana. Trixie does a little curtsy.
Thank you. She reaches in and she pulls out. It looks like a butterfly, kind of like the same brooch that she has on her chest. However, as she kind of activates it, she looks towards Cleo and she sends it out, and the butterfly begins to fly. And as it reaches Cleo, it lands I'll say it lands on your chest, kind of similar to where the brooch is for Viviana. However, as it lands, it kind of begins to release an energy, and as it does so, it kind of forms a chrysalis around you, and within that chrysalis, for the duration, let me just read. Okay. The target gains the ability to perform an additional action during each of their turns. So for the next 2
shit.
turns, you can do an additional action. This is the spell acceleration, just for mechanical.
So Cleo has haste,
Yeah, basically. So for this turn,
and the next turn afterwards.
yeah. Alright. Yeah. That's basically what Viviana does. Quick.
Alright. Monster's turn. It's going to spend MP and do its Heretic Fork attack. And it will hit 2d6. 1 and 2.
That's me.
Basil
and me.
and Cleo.
Oh shit.
This will be targeting your magic defense.
Just a
I
physical
have that.
attack.
No, magic.
Oh, okay. Is that ranged?
No.
Okay.
It effectively is warming up or superheating its legs and then going in to stab you with its superheated like appendages.
Oh, okay.
Imagine it like a giant angry hornet.
Right, that's on fire.
Yeah, a giant angry hornet.
Plus insight.
Can confirm, when hornets are angry, they do get set on fire.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, that doesn't hit. That is a... With the accuracy, that is a 7 total, I think.
That
Ooh,
misses
yeah,
me.
that missed me.
Yeah.
Really?
That missed.
My magic defense is 9.
I got an 11.
Okay, so it spent 10 MP to do that. Is now down to 50. Okay, it misses, but not a critical miss this time, as you both dodge out of the way of its, it almost looks like superheated glass going straight to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to flavor your dodges in any specific way?
Yeah. I would. And since it's gonna be my turn, I'm just gonna have it be my turn doing this.
That's right. I'll flavor mine on my turn.
Okay. Let's see. Excuse me, but I'm going... Hold on,
Find the
wait.
perfect one.
Let's see, because I
That
don't
is-
have...
So fitting. Sorry, go ahead.
Actually, yeah, I could do this. As that amp is flying towards us, Basil takes off his shoes
Okay.
to reveal that
I
Yeah.
remember where this is going.
let's see, to reveal his bird legs.
For free? That's crazy.
Let's see.
He has the legs of a cockfighting chicken.
Yes.
What?
Yep. And he's going to, and something that roosters have are, wait, what are they called?
Spurs?
Spurs pop out of the back of his feet, and right before the amp comes to attack him, he ducks backwards and then kicks upwards.
Oh.
Let's see.
So you do a spring backflip and then kick out.
Yes. And then hitting with that, I'm gonna use Acromorphosis to change my unarmed strike kick into a ranged attack. And with
Alright.
that, I'm using Warning Shot.
Okay. Tell me what that does really quick while I look at.
You
This-
menace!
I was
Holy
thinking about-
shit,
I was
you're
thinking
cooking!
What does it do?
when you hit one or more targets with a ranged attack, which thanks to Acromorphous, I could change it to a ranged attack. And it was used earlier by Trico with a kick. Let's
Yup.
see. So I could choose to deal damage or deal no damage and choose an infliction.
Oh.
Let's see. And I'm going to choose... It's either shaken, slow, or make it lose MP. Which I'm going to do... Let's see, hold on, wait. I don't know
Shaken
what...
is willpower, slow is dexterity.
Right. What do you think would be better?
You're getting dived currently, actively.
Right, so willpower, dexterity. I'm gonna do, dexterity, so I'm gonna slow it.
No. So I think
Whoa.
dexterity will also lower its defense, right?
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
So I'm gonna be hitting it right on one of its, like, gliding wings.
Okay.
But first...
I'd like to imagine in order to make it a oh, go on.
Actually, I don't do any damage, but I still have to... Wait, do I even have to roll for this?
You still have to roll to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, because I'm using Acromosis, I will do... Wait, the accuracy check... What do I roll for? Wait, hold on.
It's your unarmed attack.
Unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike. What do you roll
Dex
for?
Might.
Dex Might? Okay.
And then you get the bonuses from Acromorphosis.
Okay.
Yep.
So Dex Might, 10 and an 8.
You hit. You
shit.
just hit.
No, I'm rolling a 10 and an 8.
Oh, okay.
Well, 7. Let's see what bonus I get from... Well, I probably just get 1, huh? Because of... I have 1 level in it.
Yeah.
I think it's
You
just
don't.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, that does buff the accuracy check. I forgot.
Yep.
You barely hit it.
Oh my gosh, yes, because that was such a badass thing I was describing. I waited this whole turn.
It is now slowed.
Hell yeah.
And yeah,
And
Basil has chicken legs.
and I don't know if y'all have been keeping track, but this is the creature's second turn after its clock was wound back. So it's going to do a essentially a wait action, but I'm going to flavor it as it backing away and into the sky, and it makes its escape.
Ah, shit.
Aw. I was gonna ask, do clocks like end immediately when they reach 0, like for that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
someone set it back like 2 more turns.
I could only set it back 1 turn.
Oh,
You can
but-
only set it back to its maximum.
Oh,
At
it-
it.
and it's turns, not rounds, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn it. So it just flies away.
Kind of
Yep,
shakily.
it
at
flies.
least.
It flies. Obviously, very not very wounded, a little wounded, and it goes off into the tree line to the northeast, and it dives below it.
Well, that
Oh.
just happened.
That's
Did it drop anything, like any blood or any?
Damn it.
Did it drop any money?
No, not money.
On the ground where it was struck above, you see little flecks of very, very bright liquid. It's shining.
Could I try and take a sample?
I'll rush over with a quickness, an inhuman quickness, and rush over and collect some.
How?
I'm just using the palm.
Maybe don't do.
You sure you should be touching that?
I'm gonna see if Spectre's okay.
And I'm going to sniff it.
Ah, science.
Not lick it, sniff it.
Like that's better.
Okay, so before you can bring the very glowy fluid to your mouth, the professor runs up to you and grabs you by the wrist and just shakes his head no.
I'm not going to lick it. I actually am trying to sniff it.
He saw you put it near your face.
Blue sniffer.
See,
Hold
what I
your
think
finger up
he's
and
saying,
then
Draco, is it doesn't matter what your actual intentions are. He believes your intentions were to lick it.
I'll kind of do like the hand up, like, no, wait a moment. And I'm just going to try and get a sniff of it.
He sighs and he lets you go, and then he pulls a vial out of his coat pocket and gets a small sample of the substance.
What does it smell like?
It smells of blood, but there's also a weird minerally kind of feeling to it. Like if you rubbed it together in your fingers, it would feel a little bit like sand.
I'll tilt my palm into like the vial he's trying to collect some of it in.
Yep. Thank
I
you.
have a scent. We can track him now.
He went to the northeast. There's an abandoned maintenance shaft that goes underneath the. Oh, sorry. There's an abandoned maintenance shaft that goes beneath the surface. It's very dangerous. Increasingly so now that thing's probably heading there, but it's the only place it could really hide.
I'm going to spend 2
Inventory points?
inventory points, actually. Where did I put them? There they are. To pull out a health potion and chuck it to probably the most worse off of us, which is probably
Spectre?
Spectre.
Spectre's not showing it if he's that worse off, by the way.
True. Poker face.
So it's up to you whether or not you still throw it to Spectre or not.
I think he at least
I would,
saw you get hit.
I would be a little bit more mindful of the battle just because of the insightfulness I'm going for.
Fair enough.
Right.
Spectre again raises an eyebrow, but then he just shakes his head and goes, appreciate it.
Potion?
Yes, it looked like it would give him poison. As I'm just now no longer the usual taller, but like a bit like half a foot taller and a bit more bulky and imposing.
Dude, you're already 7 foot. Now you're 8 foot.
It's almost as if it's a stunt double or something.
Not true. The original Kamen Rider didn't use stunt doubles. The original actor had to step away from the show because he broke his leg in a biking stunt in the show.
So the next episode,
They had to bring someone else in.
a stunt double and he stayed in his suit.
Anyways, but it's like you're looking at a werewolf armor suit.
Right. The professor takes the vial, puts a cap on it, and walks towards the rest of the group. Well then, I'm not sure exactly how or why that happened. Normally their transformations aren't exactly triggered like that.
So this has happened before?
Not in this manner.
They are usually timed.
Like I said, this is the fate of all who are marked. They turn into those monstrosities. We thought he had a little bit of time left on him, but apparently our estimates were off.
So
Under
if your
the
estimates
helmet.
are off here.
Go on.
If your estimates are off here, what's saying that, I don't know, everyone else is going to turn soon?
There were signs that he was close, but not quite that far along yet. You surely noticed the substance flaking off him when he was wheeled out. And also, that energy when he first started to turn. I've never seen anything like that before. It's normally much more subdued.
From under the helmet, the eyes look like Lycan's eyes will look over towards Cleo. Wow. Cleo. But like not even tilt the head, so because of like how the helmet is, you guys wouldn't be able to tell, but just you as a GM will know. He gave a glance over that direction. Well, I have it sent, so we can properly track it down.
There's only one place it can hide, like I said. But there's a few dangers in that maintenance shaft that you should know about. Elemental energy tends to coalesce in certain pools, and it forms into monsters called slime. They are elemental beings, so your physical attacks won't work very well against them.
Is there any creature that isn't resistant to physical damage, by the way?
Oh yeah, the giant rat's down there.
Oh, I'm asking as a player, like everything's been resistant.
I assume you're just doing it as a start, Zeke. You're not gonna keep this up as a trend.
I know you have
That is the most common damage in the game.
I'll say this now. The monsters that the mark turned into will be mostly resistant to physical damage.
Okay.
Okay, specifically the marked
So
ones.
you're gonna have to give us stuff to actually turn physical damage to other
I know.
things.
I know.
I mean, we technically can with mutations.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
It might not be as
The
fitting.
book advises against doing stunts like that.
I know. I'm
Maybe.
working on it.
Alright, but we have a means to track it. We now have a destination, and even if it hides, we can track it regardless.
How many kicks do you think it'll take me to take out a Jello shot? Because that's kind of all I have right now.
Just he gives you the menacing look of the helmet. It's like, I'm glad I did not give you the chicken tacos.
Oh my god.
I'm glad you can bring some humor to the situation, Basil.
This is
Okay,
all
look, this is normally against protocol. The professor digs around in his coat pockets. But
You know,
here,
I'm pretty sure protocol's out the window at this point.
obviously, I mean, I did let you free. That's not a great look on my end, but
Spectre gives the fattest smile when he says that.
He finishes digging around in his pockets and he gives Basil a revolver.
What the fuck?
Hell yeah! Finally!
I need to keep myself well defended. I'm sure you're aware.
It's just like the one I had.
You often find yourself needing to shoot elderly people or prisoners?
Not people, monsters.
Like, I can see why you're getting rid of it since they're not really hit by physical damage.
I mean, the main purpose I brought my original pistol was to deal with rabid creatures on my way.
Well, you know, there's more to shooting than just damage. And I holstered
Yes.
the gun into a note. I guess my
Whatever
I demonstrated that.
Whatever you did to send it reeling, that was very impressive. All of you.
Thank you.
Spectre bows.
He turns to Viviana and Trixie. You two keep each other safe. I don't want to bury another family member, thank you.
Don't worry, he'll be fine. But when we get back, we need to have the talk about the Magitech, like you said. Haven't really had the chance to this week.
It's been very hectic. I apologize.
It's okay.
Well,
Sooner rather than later, if possible.
he nods, and then he looks back to the asylum building. I'm gonna go make sure everyone else is alright. That they're not too shaken up. 1, 2, 3. Are we? I feel like we're missing a person here.
The story went dead in the middle of a cup.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, Ricky jumped over the fence.
I'll get him.
No, wait, I have something even better. As the professor turned towards the asylum, he looks to the fence that covers like the outside portion of it, and he just goes, "Oh, heaven held." And you all turn around and you see Ricky held up by his pants on one of the fence posts.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Just with like a
Hey.
blink of an eye, I just rush over.
Oh God! Hey, thank you. Who are you? Why are you? What?
The gauntlet gloves just has claws.
Thank you, furry man. And he rocks off.
Grabs
Ricky.
it by the shirt
He kills me.
and starts dragging him back.
Hey, wait! I'm going back inside. I swear. I just want to play ping pong.
Ping pong is the other direction.
What? But I would. Oh, it is. Huh.
And it's just sort of, kind of not like haphazardly, just sort of like a haphazard thrust over towards the professor's direction.
Okay, come on, Ricky. We'll get back inside. As for the rest of you, please be careful. Like I said, it's a little dangerous in those tunnels.
That makes it all the more exciting.
We gotta walk there?
It's not very far. It's possibly a mile and a half jog away from the field.
Alright.
Be warned, it's normally closed, but I feel like it's not going to be much of an issue with that thing in its direction.
We'll bring back some street tacos.
Just come back in one piece, all of you. That's consolation enough for me.
I appreciate the trust that we just won't run away.
I trust the majority of you. Him, however, he points and then he has something in his hand. I didn't get rid of everything that was biting you.
Trust me, I'm aware.
The collar around Spectre beeps.
Spectre also leans a little bit into the professor when he says that. Kind of flashing the bomb collar right up to the professor's face while he's holding the button to detonate it.
Just go. Quickly.
Lycan walks over to the motorcycle, hops on.
I hop on the back. Let's go, Tiger.
I'll look over at the android. You can carry your ward, yes?
Trixie looks to Viviana, blinks and looks back. She has legs. She can walk.
Yeah. I meant for rapid transit.
She
kind of grabs the bike.
I'm afraid I'm not outfitted for rapid transport.
You said it's a mile, yes?
A mile and a half northeast. There's a few signs and a maintenance tunnel.
I shall return.
You're all going, right?
Yes. The bike can only carry one other. One other.
He has to drive there and drop me off to drive back.
Basil's on the passenger side.
Yeah.
Actually, he doesn't have a side carriage, does he? It's just
no. He's sitting on basically on.
It's just a large enough seat.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And he's just very happy, I get to ride a motorcycle.
Not technically riding it, but I am riding it.
Looks like the wolf's going for a scouting mission then.
It is what we do. Vroom, and a rush up. It zooms off without warning. Basil.
Basil, make a double dex check.
Oh my! If I just fall off. Double dex, you said.
Yep. That should be your highest,
yeah.
I recall.
That's like 2 10s.
Ooh.
10.
Alright, you barely succeed in holding on to the back of the motorcycle.
I definitely slightly. Yeah, I have to catch myself so fuck.
Vroom.
I don't have a mask, so all the air blows into my mouth.
Yeah, your frill is waving in the wind wildly, making a very, very absurd slapping sound against the top of your head.
Oh yeah.
I will stealth as soon as we arrive.
And now that you look at my frill, it's almost like a rooster's comb.
Yep.
That's it.
There's a sudden stop as soon as we get to the location.
I fall forward. Shit.
You see in front of you a large concrete opening. It appears to have been punched through with a tremendous amount of force. Splinters of rock and concrete and wood that are flung out to the side of it.
Right, so he kind of dug through it.
He battering rammed that shit straight through.
Alright, looks like we got the spot. And I see that you left to get the other person.
I did inform you to stealth. But no, the order I'll grab them will be Trixie. Bring her back. Then
Trixie rides side style, on a horse.
Right.
I'm assuming your suit cannot carry, even with your own strength, you cannot carry Vivian while flying.
I mean, I can try. I'm more than willing to try.
Viviana isn't very big, so
Yeah.
Little.
I'm sure
Okay.
like Cleo can do acrobats with the suit. So holding someone
So-
would probably be fine.
I
So
am
she
more
could
than
probably do
willing
what-
to try.
Yeah. It potentially she could probably do that for Spectre as well.
I don't think Spectre
Spectre
wants to
is
be...
probably the fastest motherfucker out of all of you.
Oh yeah, he's
Naturally.
fucking zooming.
Yeah,
Zoom,
actually,
zoom.
as Basil, you get up from being knocked off the bike, and you hear revving in the distance as Tala rides off.
Yeah, I turn around
Spectre
and Spectre's there. Jesus Christ, you're fast.
Yeah, believe it or not, you tend to get used to it when you're running.
Yeah.
90% of the time.
Well, I found
What's your
what-
dex?
Let's see.
My dex is only 10, but my might is also 10. Spectre is very physically capable.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Not to mention the whole, not
Both
to
of
mention
you-
the whole mini teleport thing he has going on.
Oh my
both of you
God.
here right now, I want you to make insight checks.
Okay.
Oh,
Double
grand, thanks.
Yeah, mine is.
Immediately after saying I had 10s in both might and dex.
Easy as D6s and
Yep, a total
inside
of
of
6,
willpower.
baby.
It's okay. Mine's D6s too.
Truth be, I only really needed you guys to stealth while we grab the others.
Is this a new scene, by the way?
Yes.
I got a 5.
Okay.
The both of you notice, it's very obvious to point out, but the concrete that was punched through is about 6 inches thick.
God, and you got hit. I'll just say, this concrete is 6 inches thick, and you got hit by this guy twice.
Yeah, no, admittedly not very pleasant.
How did you not
But-
break? Yeah.
I don't know, break any bones? That's a... Huh.
Question.
Did not break any bones, and you and you almost had the same speed as that bike.
Something tells me it has to do with the mark and the whole shadow thing?
Yeah, because
I'm not gonna complain.
are you like somewhat more?
You know,
like,
sometimes it's better not to ask questions.
What is it?
You
Yeah,
say
that's
this,
totally fair.
and you hear the revving of engines and the boost of jet wings as Tala and Cleo come in with Vivian and with Viviana and Trixie.
Tala's still in the lichen suit.
It's no time to waste. He tries. Wait, is there anyone else? No,
That's everyone.
that's everyone.
There's a fairy somewhere back at the.
Trapped in a jar or something.
Oh god, I hope not.
Anyways, we
And
found
I
our.
We get a message that the fairy's awake. You think the robot can go and grab it? Spectre's gonna ask, what's it, Viviana?
It's
Wait.
Twinkleite. She'll show up when she wants to.
And I think we'll cut it short there for tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
That sounds good to me.
you know it'd be cool too if what's her name or their name, Twinkle Light. Instead of a jar, she was in a cocoon. So speaking of cocoons, but all right, we're done. That was a cool session. Really cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna go through a dungeon next session, it feels like.
Yep.
Gonna fight the slimes.
We're gonna have multiple fights in one day, yay, yippee!
I don't know how the fights were gonna go, but I will say I really enjoyed how relaxing the beginning part of the session was, and then how like it started to go down with that old guy.
Yep.
I was expecting like some more like roleplay talking. It's like, you know what, Cleo? Maybe you're not so bad. But no, he wanted to kill her.
He was a hateful old man who did not appreciate the fact that he was not rotting in prison.
Yeah. I was like, this is
And
pretty
Cleo
good stuff to
just
happen.
wanted him to have a halfway decent life.
And now we're gonna kill him!
Oh, he's already
Still
dead.
alive. In
That's a
way,
good
yeah.
point. Man,
So,
I'm so upset that you barely hit me twice. I was so ready to describe how Spectre would dodge it. But no, you just like have to roll exactly the number and one higher, don't you?
listen, I can't change the dice roll as a DM.
I know,
right?
I don't actually mind.
All right, let's give out XP then. Send me your votes for MVP and votes for embodiments.
Okay, MVP.
And
Who
remember,
was
you cannot
last
vote
season?
embodiment for Cleo or an MVP for Viviana.
No Cleo and no Viviana.
Where is there's Zeke?
Yeah, I vote for
Cleo
Zeke.
cannot have embodiment.
Yep.
Yes.
Viviana cannot have MVP.
Okay.
Shit, I turned caps lock on.
Screaming out the name, Viviana!
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. Emb. Okay.
Alright.
Hold on, let me just get this back.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
I love the music choices for the session, by the way.
Yeah.
It super feels like we're in a JRPG.
Yeah.
Was the song I gave you as cringe as you were expecting?
Someone had an anime transformation.
They did.
Listen, once my armor is fully repaired, I can have my anime transformation too. For now, I have to settle for Tony Stark Iron Man shit.
During the transformation, I had to talk to my sister real quick, and when I came back, it was still happening.
Well, I mean,
It's not a bad thing.
No,
Was
that's
it?
accurate to transformations.
True.
I also said it was only going to be like the first time I do it each. Like,
Yeah, you had to get it out. You know, there's a checklist to
Yeah.
make sure like how we envision it, and then
Yeah.
you know, in the shows as they go longer, they make it a little faster just for time's sake, or they make it a little longer just for time's sake.
and they get new ones when they get like a power up.
Yeah.
I can understand how it might get tedious doing that every time. Does anyone actually object to it, though?
For the sake of brevity, I'll say keep it short from this point on.
Okay.
Because we got to go through a lot here. Okay, I think that's everybody.
But was the song as cringe as you thought it was? Because you're like, oh god.
I was expecting like full-on lyrics.
I was expecting a Shadooby Daba henshin.
No.
Okay, I think that's all votes. For once, we have a tie for MVP. Spectre and Cleo each got 2.
Nice. Extra XP, let's go. For
I'm
free.
gonna be honest. Wait, do both people get the XP on this?
Both people
Yeah.
at the full.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
And embodiment.
What were you saying though?
I
Tara.
was gonna say if
Oh, I got embodiment.
we have to choose one, I feel Spectre should get it 100%.
I did literally jump scare the motherfucker.
I didn't
Mhm.
hit the monster.
Wait, yeah, you actually did nothing
But you triggered the boss fight.
That was a cool scene.
by virtue of existing. Yeah.
Yes, praise my existence.
Nah, I'll just type out what it actually.
Oh, I have 1 XP.
And it's. You said 3 points for the vote?
Yes.
Ooh.
So those who got extra XP have a total of 8 from this session. Everyone else gets a total of 5.
Level up.
Yeah, someone leveled up.
Level up.
I had just 5.
And I don't think any Fabula points were used, right?
One was, I think.
Yeah, it's just the one that I used.
Yeah.
Okay, then you just take it then.
Would you say
Yeah,
a villain?
I actually wouldn't have leveled up if I didn't use it.
Also. Oh, villain. Let's go.
And as far as the whole physical damage resistance thing is, I have something cooking. Don't you all worry.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm even more worried.
Oh gosh, okay.
I was really close to doing the tongue thing, but
I think it was arguably cooler that you kicked it away from you.
yeah. I was like, well,
Because you also made it a range attack, I'd like to imagine you just kicked so fast that you sent a shockwave at it.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I like that. You know, that's canon now.
Like you kick out and the burr on the back of your leg like slashes through the air.
Yeah. We're gonna do that. I also try to do my best to have kicking be kind of my guy's fighting style too. When
That's cool as fuck.
when he's not shooting.
Ah yes, the good old Muay Thai.
Muay Thai, cockfighting. I also didn't know that roosters had spurs.
Some do. I don't think all of them do.
Because originally it was just gonna be blades that they put on them for the chicken fights.
But no, it makes sense that you have those.
Yeah. Okay. Also learned.
Oh my god, I just realized it because we have 3 fucking animals in the group. We have one that's water-based, one that's one that's rooster's not necessarily air-based, but it's fucking close enough.
Yeah, it is.
And then we have a wolf. Or
Wild
land.
chickens can fly. Wild chickens can fly.
Wild chickens can fly. That is correct. They don't. Well, it's not their main mode of transport, but
And roosters can fly.
It's funny
Roosters
that you
can.
mentioned that, because with my level up here, I'm taking a new Therio form.
Oh boy.
yeah.
Oh yeah, hidden things.
The electric one.
Basil gets.
Oh,
that.
nice.
Basil. Oh, you're like an eel.
I
Yup.
didn't want to say it.
I'm glad all I did was slap the motherfucker, because if I took a turn to transform, it would have just kind of been a whole nothing burger. That being said, he
Yeah.
also wouldn't have ran away.
Let's see if I can actually get some of these.
You know, I rolled a 4 and a 1 for my first roll, and then I rolled a 5 and a 10 when I re-rolled.
And that, kids, is why you always re-roll.
Let's go gambling! I'm debating whether to take another level of mutant or to get closer, or because I want to get the rogue, one of the rogue heroic skills as early as possible.
Yeah.
So your levels are in Rogue and Mutant
And Darkblade.
and Darkblade. What's the Rogue ability you're going for?
Rogue? Do you mean the heroic one that I want later, or
Yeah.
what I have right now?
The one that you want
the-
later.
The one that I want later. Let me grab that for you. I just think it's the opportunities are very cool with this one. Like, a majority of the time it's gonna do nothing, but when the opportunity arises.
yeah.
You can jump scare somebody even more now.
Oh, whoops.
I'm imagining if somehow the rest of the party goes down and I don't, I just become literal nightmare fuel for them.
When you hit one or more creatures you attack, you will spend one fact.
Because I hit them, I leave for a turn, they can't hit me back, I do it again.
Oh, what the? Yeah.
If I'm ever the last one standing, they're gonna fucking cry.
Oh,
Also, you guys got to hear the howls finally.
true. Oh, so we hear it.
The
now.
one. Yeah,
Or
yeah.
is it only when you transform though?
When he transformed.
Okay.
So, the howls that Tala kept mentioning, y'all finally heard them.
Yep. Cleo's mind finally
Not
snapped.
schizophrenic, let's go!
He's just really into wolves.
Cleo's mind finally snapped.
I can't eat tacos, I gotta be subjected to this creature?
Well, no, obviously, the howls aren't real.
Yeah, I really liked your guys' your chemistry this session. It's really nice.
Yeah, no, that one was good.
The tacos were perfect for
Tacos, that was so good,
That was
dude.
good. I like that we all
That
played
was
off
so
it.
good.
God, I want street tacos now. Say, Draco,
Mhm.
how do you feel about Taco John's tomorrow?
Taco John's.
If you're paying,
Oh,
because I gotta pay our bills.
I know.
I think my favorite part of that session was Tala's and Viviana's interaction.
Yeah.
What is this magnificent food you brought?
In awe of street tacos, and then in awe of the energy radiating off of Tala.
Which, by the way, all that energy left the belt and actually encompassed him like the rest of you guys.
Yeah,
From Vivian's perspective.
it's cool.
I really appreciated Spectre's portrayal of blind people in this, of tripping and doing something and not understanding what happened. I really felt that on a personal level.
But yeah, hopefully we'll have Datfly back here next week.
Yeah.
Start the dungeon run.
There we go.
Yeah.
Actually, I just wanted to get it
we,
into
we, can
words.
get, we can get a coffee delivery.
But yeah, there you go. In the RP chat, I actually did what I actually planned on.
That's
Okay.
what happened with Twinkle Light.
You know, we
She
should
heard that we could leave for food and she left to get coffee.
So what if
Twinkle
Twinkle
Light
Light?
might also just be in a food coma from the gigantic taco that was given to her.
Oh yeah, she's...
Draco, that's cool as fuck. I just can't help but remember the fact that Spectre would have just been knocked to the ground next to you, and he's just watching you do the whole thing, literally right there.
Yep.
And then Spectre's just like, damn, I thought I was edgy. Fuck.
You thought you were what?
Edgy. Like, bro hit the I am lichen at the end, and Spectre's just like, fuck, okay, you win that round.
I'm really enjoying the direction you guys are taking your characters. It's great.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh yeah, how...
and,
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm multi-classing into Lore Master, I think. I've settled. I need to get my 3rd class.
You get into 3rd class?
Good.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We gain a heroic when we're at level 20 in that class.
No. When you master a class, you get one heroic skill.
Oh,
You don't if it's like the rogue one, like let's say using Vanish for example.
yeah.
If I mastered rogue earlier, like let's say I master rogue first and I don't take Vanish, if I master a different class, I can still take Vanish because I have already mastered rogue earlier.
Question then.
Oh.
If there's multiple different heroic skills for a class and I master that class and I take one of those and I master another class, can I still take a class specific skill for a class for the other
It
class?
says you have mastered the rogue class as a prerequisite.
I see.
It
So,
does not say that you. It does not say. If you have level 10 in the class, you meet the requirement.
Okay.
So you can
So-
take multiple heroic skills from the same master
Right.
Yes.
class.
It's a pool that you can pick from. Just some have requirements of getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's some requirements like, oh, you need to have this much like dexterity or this much wisdom to take.
I think it's mostly specific skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some require, like it's either master a class or have some specific skills out of class and having mastered a class.
I think specifically for one of the casters, you need to have this class mastered, but also you need to have this spell in your repertoire in order to get this heroic skill.
I believe it is in the Necromancer one. You need to have Entrepist or Necromancer mastered, and you need to have Drain Spirit and Drain Vigor.
Let's see, does Mutant have one?
I think the one I was thinking of, it's like something like... It's like a meteor spell that calls down the stars or some shit.
Yeah, that's an Entropist spell.
But that's just Master Entropist. That's not... That's Comet. There's no other prerequisite, it is just the Master Entropist skill.
Oh.
It's bonkers. 50 typeless damage.
I was going to be a bad person with that one. if that campaign continued, Draco was not having fun.
And it targets
not to mention the fact that I was going to cast 4 spells in one turn.
Oh my god.
Typeless damage, that's powerful. Oh god.
Nice resistance, asshole. Die.
And if you mix that with the Necromancer, you can cast Meteor Swarm.
Oh god.
Yeah, like you say typeless damage seems a little strong, but like I'm pretty sure I've shown this before. This is just the prerequisite of having to be like level 30 for this one is fair. Let me grab it. Yeah, level 30 or higher for Bimagus. Just because it's so strong.
Alright, this does make it easier for higher level stuff then, because that means I don't have to take something specifically for...
No, you don't have to grab it on a specific level.
Or Esper.
Right.
I can go more into the mutant heroic skills.
What are those? I was trying to find those.
Heroic skills? They're just below all the classes.
Yeah.
Oh, for like Mutant 2, it's below that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in their respective books.
Scroll past Pilot.
Okay.
Heroic skills come after that.
Let's see. Unfortunately,
yeah, and the reason you can cast 4 spells with Bimagus is because you can just cast Accelerate as your second spell, and then you get an extra action.
Yeah.
But actually, it says like once per turn, so it's only 3 spells. But it's still busted as fuck. Like, I'm gonna be so real. It's still not okay.
I'm gonna be real. I think my Guardian path is all mapped out. I'm just gonna max out Defensive Mastery and Fortress.
That's fair. Yeah.
You're gonna be a walking tank that hits back really hard.
Well, Guardian isn't like the 2 I mentioned don't add to damage.
I was also referring to your other
tank.
To your other
to the mutant part.
Oh,
yeah. I'm just trying to decide, do I want to buff Fortress now or Defensive Mastery now?
Let's see. Okay, I know why.
I would probably up your defense, more than likely.
Okay.
The thing about Fortress is that you're already gaining 1 HP per level. Right?
Yeah,
and that's only an extra 3.
That'll have better returns the later you take it. Right?
No. It's still just gonna go.
It's not a matter of the later you take it or not, it's a matter of how many times are you getting hit.
True.
If Defensive Mastery is better if you're getting hit more often, Fortress is better if you're taking big hits. But also, Fortress honestly just seems a little ass. I just take the Defensive Mastery, I'm gonna be so real.
Oh, I was gonna take both.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, to start off.
Yeah.
And that leaves you,
I know you want to
think,
max the class.
those are both 5 total skill points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which will just max the class.
Damn, you can't take Guardian. Or not Guardian, the
Protect.
one that lets you take a hit for somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also just, like, not take 1 level in Fortress and take Protect if you want it.
I forget, did you take levels in Mutant Draco,
Yes.
you probably
Yeah.
don't want to take the Protect then, because that will cancel your Therioforms.
Oh.
What?
Ooh.
If I remember correctly, doesn't that end them?
Let me read what the skill says.
Okay.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
that sounds correct, but... Oh.
They also end if you die or fall unconscious, perform the guard action, or use the skill again.
That's not the guard action.
Yeah, protect and guard are different.
That's
Isn't
two
it?
different actions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So essentially, you could Hulk out, get super bulky defensively, and take a hit for somebody, and you still would retain that HP pool and defense boost if you have those.
Well, yeah, you also have... So, Draco, you're running Pilot, Guardian,
Mutant.
Mutant.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Pilot giving you?
Well,
The
for
suit.
one,
Like, obvious.
the suit.
The suit, right, yeah.
Yep. And on top of that, I picked up personal. I have tech compression, so I could just pop it. Because it's an exosuit, I don't have to spend any inventory points for it.
Mm-hmm.
And for the personal armor, I have flexible plating, cannon, and rapid interface for my modules.
Flexible plating, damn! Cannon and... Jesus Christ.
Cannon is Dex plus Insight, high roll plus 14.
And you
And
can't have
eventual-
anything else equipped, it's just bang!
Yeah, I was thinking that'd be a good finisher attack.
Of course.
Yeah, okay.
Especially
I'm
since
seeing it.
Shoot 'em.
Especially since Strong Grip allows you to replace one of those attributes with Might. And currently what I have for Mutant is Acromorphosis
Mhm.
and Dynamotharia. Which
Oh,
means
you
I
have the plus might one. Okay.
Yep, and the next level up for Mutant I'll probably pick up either Pactita or Tachytheria.
There is the next one, yeah.
Yep.
I think next level I do put into mutant, I'm taking our Pactita. Because that
It's
way
Oh, good.
it's so good.
This the
So,
fir-
I think the only person not taking levels in mutants is Viviana. I don't know if Twinkle is or not.
I don't think she
Yeah.
is. or
I don't think
they
Twinkle is.
All my mutant abilities are manifesting through the suit itself.
Yeah. You're suddenly 6 inches taller.
Has heals.
Alright, so it's one.
No, I like how we both have a bit of like a shadow thing going on here, but it's also different.
Yeah.
One is the starry night sky, the other is a shadow.
Yeah, a bit of a darkness thing going on, but it's different, yeah.
I have a whole story about involving the like two marked in his family's mythos. So one involved like they're both part of the same story, but one turns into a wolf in the story and the other turns into a raven. Wolf is black as the night sky, and the raven as bright as moonlight. So,
Thank you.
Let me find something here. 1 second.
So if a description says, or what is it? So if I get like the heroic mutant ability, greater ethereal morphosis, and it says act
Yeah.
after ethereal morphosis, does that mean I get a action after that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I might be cooking with something.
That's
think-
the heroic skill I'm gunning for.
I think I got
That's
a
the one I'm
triple
getting. That's what
combo.
I'm going for after.
Yeah.
I'm
gotta-
also probably going to be looking into.
It's 10 levels, right? 20.
Yeah.
I like how we all just handshake. Yeah, this ability's busted as fuck.
Dude, it's so
Which one?
cool.
Yeah, this
I
one's
like-
busted as fuck.
I
Which
like
one?
the idea that I can walk into a fight unarmed, equip my suit, and use my mutant abilities, and still act.
Yeah,
Yeah.
greater theriomorphosis. Because you also get up to 3 therioforms, which is stupid. I like how it says this additional action cannot be used for the Theriomorphosis skill because they know some motherfuckers would try to spam it to go down into Crisis.
Right. Hit us already.
Cough, cough, cough.
If you won't hit me, then I'll do it myself.
What is it? I could use Barrage to get us into... Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
You fucker, don't you dare.
We gotta get a Crisis.
I guess
If I
that'll
shoot-
wait till next week.
I love how as soon as Spectre gets unshackled, the first thing he does is absolutely maul someone.
God damn it.
Really reinforcing why you're a wanted criminal. Priority wanted criminal, I mean.
Oh yeah, how many tendrils can you produce?
Well, because
Narratively. Or how many-
narratively,
yeah.
it depends on whether he's like actively mutated or not.
Is it kind of like a venom tendril? Or
No,
shackle?
I mean, like, it's versatile. I guess so.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever watched any of the Venom movies, so I'm not like sure.
That's fair.
But
Yeah.
Does it come out of the cloak, or is it the cloak?
Small Spectre can't take the cloak off anymore, so it's a little hard to tell.
Okay.
But if we're talking like gameplay wise, I do have fucking Polypoda, so I get multi 3,
Yeah.
so I'm able to hit 3 targets at once
It's so good.
after I mutated.
Yeah.
Fuck is that?
It's
That's
Venom.
That's Venom overtaking a horse.
That's crazy.
It's what Kala's motorcycle looks like.
What?
There's also a canonical reason why
The horse is compatible?
no, Venom went insane.
Oh yeah.
Lack of brain?
No. He bonded with Deadpool.
Before Spider-Man found the Venom symbiote,
Oh.
for like a half minute, it was on Deadpool, and Deadpool's insanity broke Venom. So though when Spider-Man got it, Venom was insane, which started all of the problems involving Venom.
Dang.
So you're telling me if Deadpool didn't get a hold of Venom for a moment, Spider-Man got him first, it would have just been fine?
Yeah.
More than likely.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, Spider-Man just took a page out of Batman's book and is beating up a mental health patient.
What 1 minute what Deadpool does to a motherfucker.
It is also funny that one of the few people that can somehow keep up with Deadpool is Spider-Man. Like, I don't know, mental level.
Yeah, but Spider-Man's built different. Like, let's
Yeah.
be real here.
There is a reason the Avengers normally call on him to help when they're in the area.
They realize his villains are far more terrifying than they thought.
Spider-Man's villains?
Yeah.
There's a lot of stories where Spider-Man is out of the picture, or takes himself out of the picture, or he's just not available. So Spider-Man villains starting shit in New York that the Avengers just happen to be there. So they take over and get their shit wrecked.
You think that Rhino guy's a joke?
Yeah.
There's also another comic panel where I think somebody took over Spider-Man's body, like he swapped bodies
Yeah.
with somebody.
Octavius,
And he went to fight somebody
Rhino.
and punched, and he killed the guy.
He punched Rhino's jaw clean off.
Oh my gosh. He's just that
Octavius
what he-
did not know how strong Spider-Man was.
This is when he realized that Spider-Man pulls his punches.
Yeah.
I believe there was a
could've been
moment where Hobgoblin was like, "I have Peter Parker's family hostage. So Peter, if you try and do your heroics, I'm going to have them killed." So Captain America steps in and starts fighting Hobgoblin, and he's getting his shit wrecked. Until Nick Fury managed to confirm to Spider-Man, "Oh yeah, that's a bluff. He doesn't actually have your family." Oh, good. Cracks knuckles, jumps in, one punch, Hobgoblin's out.
And just runs his shit, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna stop recording.